Hello, friend. How are you tonight?
I'm all right.
Yeah. What? So I'm curious. Before we started, you were watching this movie. What was the movie of the night?
It was my friend Dahmer.
Oh, it took me a hot sec. That's an underrated gem, I think.
No, I agree. It's really good. I hadn't seen it since it came out.
Yeah, that's Ross Lynch from the Disney
Yeah.
fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no okay. Was so I don't I haven't seen it in a long time. Is it brutal or is it gruesome?
It's not really either. Because,
Ooh.
he doesn't kill anyone in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, leading up to when he does.
Yeah.
And the movie stops right before he does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I have to watch it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next question. The beverage of the night is
Cider.
yes. Good choice. I'm currently downing a Corona Light. Not because it's funny. It's really not. My
No, those jokes are over.
yeah. These jokes are over. It's what we have in the fridge. So
Yeah.
yeah, my dad got like 2 6 packs of Corona because for a friend of his who broke his wrist during a pandemic.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he went over and dropped it off, and guess he saved a pack for us. So shout out Dad for the Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the best kind of Corona. So I know we've talked a couple weeks ago, and I saw your face on Sunday during our nice, very well loved and a lot of fun group reading. But
Yeah.
otherwise, how have you been? Otherwise,
I've been okay, just vibing. I went back to Indiana for a week and a half before classes started again because my parents had a little freak out.
oh,
So I said that I would come back for a week just to humor them if they picked me up, which they did. Although they don't normally do that. So, but then I came back for classes because I was like, I can't do online classes in Indiana.
For
I'm
sure.
sorry.
Yeah, but Indiana is becoming like a hot spot for the virus, correct?
I don't know. Probably there were so many people out still.
Really? Were
When I
were
was
bars and restaurants still open?
no. I
Okay.
mean, just kind of like how it is here, where restaurants are open for pickup
Yeah.
and stuff. But the parks there are still open. So,
We're
and
we're never gonna get out of this.
no, we're not. And I essentially work in a park.
Yeah, yeah. You work at a zoo, but you don't get to
Correct.
go back there, right? Or you haven't been back there.
No, I haven't. Not so I had a behind the scenes tour the week before this all happened, and that was my last time back.
I mean, that would be nice to have right now, a nice little behind the scenes tour, but just for you, so you can still get paid.
Yeah, can I just come in for that?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that'd be great. So this week we're back to e-learning, or we're back to our regularly scheduled program. How has the first couple days of e-learning been like for you?
Well, I already had an online class, so
Okay.
this whole time I was still doing work for that. But I hate that class, so I'm kind of hating this.
Can I ask what the class is?
Oh, it's social media content or something like that.
I think I
I
have.
didn't
I think I have that class actually for summer.
really.
Yeah, and it's online. So am I gonna start regretting it?
I don't know. I think it depends who you have because I do not like this professor. He's kind of condescending.
Okay. All right. So for the professor, if you are listening to this program, just bear in mind you're going to have me for a certain amount of time, and I will fight back. No, I won't, because I have a Corona next to me. So yeah, have you had much Zoom meetings though? Because I know a lot that's seems to be the new trend nowadays.
I've only had it for 3 classes.
Okay.
Because my law class, she decided to turn it into basically just an online class.
Yeah.
So we just do assignments weekly, and that's it.
What do you think? Yeah, go ahead.
But I've had playwriting, professional survival.
Okay, can we talk about this? Because I am so curious by acting classes, and I know this is an auditioning class, and a lot of it is, is self-taping. But what has that been like to act on camera? Do you act in front of everyone else on camera?
Haven't really done anything yet.
Okay.
Yesterday was just Barbara talking about equity the entire time, and then us asking questions every so often.
Okay, shout out Barbara. She's doing a wonderful job, and she's a lovely teacher as well. I don't remember talking equity, actually. Well, I think I do. I think we had a guest come in during that.
Yeah, that would make...
Yeah, has there been a format? Do she have a format?
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're supposed to be doing self-tape. I did that in quotations because...
I think I saw it.
What?
I think I just saw you do the quotations just now.
That's good.
Yeah.
But tomorrow we each have a 10-minute slot with her to do our quote-unquote self-tape auditions.
Yeah.
But for just her.
Oh, so it's one-on-one.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I think that's pretty cool.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to mine tomorrow because these are supposed to be film and TV auditions.
Yeah.
And she listed a whole bunch of sides for us to do, but through my agency, the people who cast NCIS did an open call and grabbed a whole bunch of people from agencies everywhere to do their open call. So I have this NCIS audition coming up anyway.
Oh, very cool.
So hey Barbara, I was wondering if I could do one of these sides instead so I can just practice it. And she said yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's funny because the only acting class, see, I also use quotations. We're not having these Zoom meetings. It's pretty much do it on your own, and then if you have any questions, report back. Also, you have papers due this day and a self-tape this day. So
what class is that?
It's a voice and text class. I love this professor. He's younger than most of the professors, and he's a adjunct, so he's part-time. He teaches at Columbia, but also at DePaul. And he's very open and he's very honest. I remember my last class in person at Columbia was his class, and the whole class for the whole hour and 50 minutes was him just explaining life of what this new normal is going to be like. And he he's also a person I kind of blame for this podcast and for my feelings, because he was like, this is nothing. He was the virus. He said, this virus is nothing. It's a cold, guys. Wash your hands. And then look what happened. So, yeah. But otherwise, lovely teacher. I can't wait to do the homework the night before it's due.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do a voice and text class online, because I had that last semester. And I don't know how you would do that through a Zoom meeting.
Well, he's been sending video clips of certain techniques and movements, but also he's been doing audio logs of warm-ups and lessons. So anytime I want, I can bring out my yoga mat at 2 a.m, have some tea, and then get to work, because I think that's the best time to do voice and text stuff, is at 2 in the morning.
Obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Right after a podcast, right after I cleanse my NPR taste, and then I go right to it. But I mean, otherwise, I have had 2 other classes that have met in Zoom, but they've only been 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, well, one's a history class, and I had it yesterday, and it was, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? Great. Here's the format. Any questions? All right, I'll see you Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah. But, there's still homework I have to do, and some other stuff I have to do. But, I mean, the teacher's like, if you do the work, you're not going to fail. So it's like, great. Am I a B? Yes. Do I want to go in an A? Oh, yeah. So do the work. Don't be stupid. That's what I'm telling myself during this pandemic. Don't be stupid. Do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
all of my classes have actually met for the full time on
really?
Zoom. All the ones that have met on Zoom have been the entire time they were going to meet in the first place.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I had a class today. Today's class, it was we had a test. So we met for like 20 minutes, and then we got started. So, I mean, yeah, I think essentially, if you want to count it, I took 3 hours of education today. But, no, probably tomorrow will be 20 minutes as well. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's been... Oh, my other, I have a gender and culture class that... the homework is due Friday, and then updates are on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, God, this is how I'm going to end it. Let's do it. But...
Yeah.
Senior question. You ready for this?
Okay, yes.
Just how pissed off are you of graduation?
I'm fairly pissed off.
Okay.
I understand that it needs to happen. Obviously, everywhere else is canceling. It'd be very bad if we still held it.
Yeah.
I think what pisses me off, though, is they were able to find a way to make a virtual manifest.
Yeah.
But they couldn't figure out, a virtual graduation.
Mm-hmm. And it almost feels like they're one of their solutions, they haven't finalized it yet, was to push it back a year. And I'm not sure if that makes it better, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think it does either, because the build-up's gone.
Yeah.
And it feels very anticlimactic if we do it next year.
Yeah. July, August, fine. I'll do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, fall, September?
Sure.
Why not? I don't, but
a whole year is just a lot.
What's my motivation for wanting to go receive my diploma in a year?
Exactly.
I'll be a year older, maybe the same as I was a year before, mildly successful. I don't know. What makes me want to come back and see? I mean, I'll still see my friends, but I don't know. This whole thing is weird, and yet I can't get mad at them at the same time.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
It has to happen, but also I'm that's your only solution, guys. You guys can't figure something out.
Yeah, so I have a...
I guess it's more so just disappointment. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. My brother, who's graduating from high school this May, they haven't really announced cancellation, but it seems like they will. But the solution was they push it back to June or July. And it's you haven't looked at that yet, Columbia? President Kim? Come on.
Well, I feel like what Columbia is looking at is a lot of places are already canceling stuff for June.
Oh, that's true.
Did you hear that Broadway is closed until June 7th now?
Yeah.
The zoo canceled their run for the zoo that happens in June. They moved it to like a virtual run for the zoo, which I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work.
Yeah.
But places are already canceling stuff for June.
Do you always feel like, I'm not speculating or predicting, do you always feel like it's going to get better by mid-May and everything is just sort of, it's now that whole time to come, once, say for example, we come back in mid-May, we have time for people to start setting things back up again, like rehearsals and stuff?
Yeah, that's my hope.
Yeah.
My birthday is in mid-May, so my birthday's actually on Memorial Day this year, so I'm kind of using Memorial Day as a good date to, like, have goals for right now.
For sure.
Because I'm like, well, maybe things will be okay by then. That's, like, far enough away that we don't know what will happen, but it's also close enough that it gives you hope.
And hope is all we need right now. Yeah.
Tomorrow's an interesting day in our apartment because Maddie and I both have movement classes tomorrow, basically. In the morning, I have my ballet class.
Yeah.
While Maddie has professional survival. And then in the afternoon, Maddie is TAing a stage combat class while I have professional survival.
Is Maddie asleep right now?
No.
Is she right by you?
I mean, I can get Maddie.
You don't have to. I was just very curious.
It's very easy to do.
Yeah, you know what? Forget it. Let's grab her. Let's have her on the show.
Okay. Well, I tried messaging her.
Oh, very good. Anyway, we'll wait and see what happens. So ballet, how do you do that on a Zoom thing or a Zoom cam?
It's really hard.
Okay.
So she still wants us in like full ballet get-up. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But we set up what I've been doing is I put my laptop on a chair, clear out our entire living room, and then, because she still wants us to do like bar work and then center floor work, so I've been using a chair as the bar, but the chair is very light, so moves very easily.
That's very practical of you, I must say.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I did ballet for 10 years, so I would hope so.
I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot you did do ballet for 10 years. Were you like the show-off kid? Are you the show-off kid now, even?
No, I wouldn't say so.
How would you describe your ballet, then?
I mean, I don't know. Like, for me personally, I've just always liked doing it.
Yeah.
But the reason I stopped doing it was just because it got way too competitive amongst all the girls.
Okay.
I could not.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Because, like, I would lose friends over it.
Ooh. And that's why we don't make friends during auditions. Oh, well. Yeah, I whenever I would go to callbacks, I would befriend people and then be like, wait a minute, I'm fighting for a role from you.
Right.
Yep, and then what happens? The person you try being nice to gets it. You're like, curses, why was I being nice?
Curses. No, I have the same problem. I become friends with way too many people. But, like, I'm always like, yeah, let's be friends. But then they end up not really wanting to be friends.
Well, their loss, as they say.
Also, Maddie is up to talk.
Oh, cool. Maddie? How are you?
I'm good. I'm just watching YouTube. How are you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm drinking. I'm drinking a Corona, so I cannot be that upset.
Oh, it's the mood.
Today's episode is very much relaxed, I will say.
We love that. We love a relaxed episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love the chill.
well, last night was Brian Shaw, so that was more informational.
Yeah. You Snapchatted me about that.
Yeah, the best part, I asked people to send in their questions, and they all sent it to me after we recorded.
Aww.
I know. The only response I got was from Connor Brown. Shout out Connor Brown. And her response was, "Fuck yeah, you're going to interview Brian Shaw." So shout out Connor. That was a lovely response. And listen to that interview. It was quite interesting. Yeah, for sure.
That's out, right?
Yeah, it's out now. It came out last night. The title's fabulous. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you been releasing these every day?
Yep.
Wow.
And
Impressive.
Yeah.
This is episode 20.
Wow. Have you been doing every day of quarantine?
I don't think every day. I think I started like a week into quarantine. But with the whole shutdown extended to the 30th, you have what's today, the 8th? 22 more episodes coming your way.
Wow.
Until this pandemic is over.
What if it goes all summer? What are you gonna do then?
Please don't say that.
Well, I've had some ideas of making this a variety show and having me and maybe doing some recorded Zoom stuff and maybe some monologues. I don't know. I've been don't worry. I've been looking at some stuff.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so it's my own. It's my own little daytime talk show. I could record this from outside in the summer.
Oh yeah, you
You
could.
could.
See, here's a problem. I love doing this show so much, and like, of course, I want to do as much as I can, but I say that in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to do this forever. No, wait, I don't, because I want this pandemic to be over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. Maddie, now that you're here and ready to be professional, I'm very curious. What is it like doing? You are a TA, teacher's assistant, for a stage combat class. What is that like? Doing the online stage combat?
Oh, well, we've only had one class so far. I mean, Woolie's put a lot of time and work. Like, he's been working nonstop these past 2 weeks setting this up. So he has everything recorded, all these lesson plans already that you can just go check out on a Dropbox for the kids. And the hardest thing for me is because we're supposed to be watching and, like, taking notes and giving people notes, but we don't have great internet connection. So I've been issues with, like, actually being able to watch the class and like, help out. So it's a little stressful right now. I'm hoping that the more we do it, the easier it'll get, but
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get through.
Yeah. How are the students reacting and handling all this so far?
I mean, everyone's upset. I mean, especially this one. This is the threes class, so it's a lot of seniors and people who've been working in combat for a long time, and they really wanted to test for these weapons, and they all had wonderful fights for quarterstaff and small sword already picked out and scenes worked on and things like that, and they're all really upset, of course, about testing being canceled, but everyone's trying to stay positive. I think people have kind of accepted the situation and have realized that getting stuck in the fact that, like, this went wrong isn't going to help them at all. All they can really do is to try and keep learning and working on their skills and take this time that they've been given now to really just practice by themselves.
Yeah, I'm glad that your students are now accepting. I'm still having like a hard time trying to accept that this is the new normal for now. And it's been very weird.
No, I definitely feel that. I've been getting into the swing of doing classes over computers, really throwing me for a loop.
Yeah.
I mean, I got up at 9 yesterday, and from like 9:30 till about 8, I was on my laptop. and my eyes were just
Yeah.
my eyes were killing me. And like the only time I was allowed to look away from my laptop was when I was recording my podcast and looking outside my window. It was like my break to not look at my laptop.
I know, yeah.
So this is like the most boring episode of Black Mirror that I've ever seen in my life.
I'm having, and I talked to some other people about it. It's really hard to stay focused.
Absolutely.
Like after about half an hour, your brain just goes, "Oh, that's something on the screen," and you you're off into dreamland, and like you've missed half the lesson suddenly, or your computer fusses out.
Yeah, I'm so glad we have a class together.
Yeah.
For that exact reason.
It makes everything so much easier.
Yeah, your roommate graduated already. Is she like maniacally laughing like every day now?
Well, she's a little bummed too because she graduated, but she hasn't walked yet. So
Oh, that's right. Oh no, that's
been canceled. Yeah.
oh, that's awful. My heart goes out to her.
Yeah.
Let's ask you, Maddie. How do you feel about graduation being either canceled or pushed back a year? Yep.
I don't know. I mean, yes, I am upset, and I was definitely more upset earlier. I'm just kind of, it's for the best, and as upsetting as it is, I mean, I probably would have told my parents not to come anyway if it hadn't been.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny though because my brother didn't go to his graduation. He graduated last year, and he just didn't go because we had a cousin's wedding. But now my parents have had 2 kids that go all the way through college, and none of them are going to have graduation.
Wow. Oh my God. That's like the weirdest happy accident I have ever seen.
Yeah. It's funny.
Oh, that's awful. My heart goes out to everyone there. So if you two were in a meeting with President Kim, what would you say to him regarding graduation?
My question would be, why can't we do like a virtual commencement? That would be my one question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. That's interesting because I haven't thought about a virtual graduation. Because isn't that just feel like you're getting your diploma mailed to you then?
But like, if your name's still said or something like that, and you can still like be with your family somehow, like they set up like individual little meetings or something like that.
Oh, that would be forever.
Yeah.
So much work.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. On the day of our supposed graduation, I'm gonna wear my high school graduation robe, and I'm gonna feel, and you're damn right, I'm gonna feel accomplished that day.
Yeah, we didn't get to keep our high school robe.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine's somewhere in my house.
Oh, I see it every day. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's a nice bathrobe. Whenever you can't find anything else in the house.
There's a graduation robe in the office. I should see if I can sneak back in and grab it.
Good luck with that.
No, they have to open. I still have library books out.
Thank you. I have library books. I have textbooks that all need to be due by May. Like, how is that going to work?
Yeah, true. I didn't even think about the textbook. Wow.
Well, I know because Griffin, my producer and buddy, he works at the bookstore.
Yeah, right.
And so he's current. I believe the bookstore is not running right now. So I think all I know is that he's been doing. He shaved his beard.
What an existential crisis.
I know. Well, I was gonna have a mustache at some point during this. So that's.
You know, I'm with a mustache, Matt.
When don't you have a mustache?
Well, I shaved it. I didn't go through with it.
Oh my gosh, heartbreaking.
I know. Well, I still go to work, so I don't want to be like, mocked at. Maybe that's why I should wear a mask. That way I can block the mustache and getting judged. Ooh, I might have to grow it back now. Yeah.
We know you can grow one.
I certainly know I can grow one. Hey, can we talk about this YouTube channel that that we're doing that are we allowed to start promoting?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the one in charge of the social media.
Yeah, go for it. So what is this not podcast, sorry. It's all about podcasts in my house.
Corona there, huh?
No, well, I have some Oreos next to me that I'm very excited to be eating later.
Even more.
That's-
Even more on top.
That's been my go-to whenever I'm done with work. I just buy a box of Oreos.
Wow. Goals.
I treat myself.
The YouTube channel, Isolation Station.
Yes.
So far, what we have planned is, I believe we're going to be filming on Sunday to do part of those Kahoot quizzes, like we did last Sunday. So we'll be filming on Zoom, us playing various games together, as well as reading plays and releasing other funny videos like the Full House video Tina is editing right now.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, me too.
I have decided not to see everyone's. I think I only saw Maddie's. I think that was the only one I saw.
That's cursed.
I know. And then I think okay, can I say that doesn't surprise me that was your intro.
It took some production value. It took
You
some
did?
time.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I recorded mine during my shift. I zipped up my jacket. Yeah, I zipped up my jacket and then went in the bathroom. So to give you guys a hint of what mine is gonna be like, it's in the bathroom. So we will leave it at that of what it's gonna be like. But I'm excited. It's gonna be Sunday Night Live. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, it'll be a nice little variety of stuff, I think.
Yeah. Are we wearing suits? Can I wear suits?
Do it.
I think I will. I might. I think I'm working Sunday, but as soon as I'm get home, I'll shower and put on a suit.
Send out a message about Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah, we might need to have a production meeting.
Yes, Will and I have actually been trying to get a production company up and running for a while. We just haven't been able to get together and talk about it. But now that we actually have time, we're actually starting the YouTube channel and stuff. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. So be on the lookout for that, people. Which it's gonna come very soon.
Yes. We are on Twitter and Instagram.
I know we're on Instagram. I didn't know about Twitter. Well, I don't go on Twitter, so.
No, I know that. It's following you, though.
I have a Twitter account. I have not used it in a very long time.
Yeah.
And I was so mad because I was very proud of my Twitter account for, I think, a summer. I thought I was the funniest person on the planet, not to toot my own horn. And then I was like, I'm done. I'm done with Twitter. So I guess I peaked in Twitter.
I guess so.
You two, Maggie, and Maddie, look at that. Haha. I can't imagine a better duo I want to talk to right now during a pandemic. So thank you for both for coming on. This was fun. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes. And hold, don't hang up. Hey everyone, thanks again for listening to this episode of You Have a Minute, a daily isolated podcast. My thanks to Magdalena Conway and Madelena Primini. Look at that. Two similar names, and yet they're not related. As you can tell, this was more of a light, a more sillier episode. We've been friends, the three of us, for a couple of years now. And, I think sometimes on this show, it's nice to go into the very silly, into the very art school-esque, I don't know. But yeah, as you can tell, the three of us get along very well. And they're very, 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 two very sweet people, and people I will remember for the rest of my life. As always, wash your hands, stay isolated, let others who need masks and gloves have them the most, and I will talk to you soon.